Brandon Lewis here with breaking news. We're bringing this story to you live for the first time, as far as we're aware. This has not been reported anywhere else. This is a Tennessee conservative news exclusive. So I'm asking you to share the living mess out of this story and to comment and post and like and share because people need to know that this is going on. I'm going to get right into the story. If you will promise me when you watch this video that you share it with all of your conservative friends, share it on your Facebook page, etc. And here we go. I'm going to get right into it here. Moments away. All right, guys. So there's something happening here in Chattanooga, Tennessee that most people don't know about, and I'm going to tell you what it is right now. So Biden's border crisis comes to Tennessee. Unknown number of migrant children probably held in Tennessee. An anonymous tip called into the Tennessee Conservative News line. If you ever know of something that's some kind of shenanigans going on and you need to let old Brandon know, you can just email news at TennesseeConservativeNews.com. We also have a newsmaker line. And the source claimed that migrant children from Joe Biden's border crisis were being housed at 1914 Vance Avenue, an old Tennessee Temple dormitory in Chattanooga, Tennessee. According to the source, 6 to 10 adolescents have been transported in unmarked vans for medical care and other services every day for 14 days or longer, meaning 60 to 150 children may or may not be in protective custody. We don't know, and I'll tell you why. Terrence Ware, director of operations for the Baptiste Group, was asked in person at the shelter by yours truly if the building housed migrant children from the border crisis, and he declined to comment. But, you know, when you ask people questions in person, you get a feeling. I mean, why would you not just say no? If there's no kids in there from the border crisis, you would just say no. So I don't understand why he would say no comment. Black tarps have been erected around the perimeter of the building, preventing the public from seeing what is actually taking place on the grounds. I mean, why would you hide it? I don't know. Across the nation, many taxpayers and elected officials have protested the housing of illegal immigrants from the border crisis in their cities, citing health, safety, and financial considerations of the community. Negative impacts from immigration tax already strained health, education, and criminal justice systems. So on one hand, the Biden administration is saying, "Oh gosh, we can't handle this crisis. There's too much stress on our healthcare workers, too much stress on our healthcare systems. Take away all your freedom, stay at home, mask up, get vaccinated." But we've got plenty of room and resources for people coming into our country illegally. We just don't have them for taxpayers. In 2019, federal grant monies were awarded to several groups for the purpose of creating residential shelter facilities for unaccompanied alien children. One group, the Georgia-based Baptiste Group, received a federal grant for $3.7 million. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Businesses are shutting down left and right. People are struggling and hurting because of government mandates and lockdowns, but we got $3.7 million. And we can bring people in and house them, and we can also put them on the Hamilton County and the Tennessee healthcare system, the criminal justice system, and all the other taxpayer services that you're paying for. At the time of the proposal, and so a group initially submitted a proposal to operate a residential facility at the former Southside Middle School in Memphis. That proposal was withdrawn after Shelby County School Board members questioned the group's exact plans. At the time of the proposal, school board member Michelle Robinson McKizak expressed concerns. Now, if they're turning them down in Memphis, I don't know what that says. I'm just what we've been able to research and find. At the time of the proposal, school board member Michelle Robinson McKizak expressed concerns. They can't just, this is her quote, they can't just shove them anywhere without the proper facilities. McKizak stated, "There's clearly some precedent for that, and I don't want that happening in Shelby County." According to a letter provided by Shelby County Schools, Baptiste Group's Vice President Gretchen Baptiste stated that the organization's mission is to provide humanitarian services to children in a nurturing environment. An online research of the company gives no indication of any previous experience with providing youth services. Now, you know, maybe they could have told us that if they'd given us a comment. But this is one of the areas referenced on the company's websites. State records indicate that the Baptiste Group LLC registered with the Office of the Secretary of State in May 2019. Again, this is breaking news. Kevin Baptiste is listed as the principal offer with a business address located at the Old Tennessee Temple Dormitory building located at 1914 Vance Avenue in Chattanooga. I'll probably hear the sound of news station vans cranking up to go down there now. The Baptiste Group's website also lists dozens of employment opportunities in Chattanooga. It's more like 40 when I looked at the site, including one for a bilingual teacher of Spanish and English and another bilingual youth care worker. So why do you need bilingual youth care workers, and why would you not comment? I mean, who knows? Requests for comment on this story have not been returned, but one city councilman was asked and indicated he didn't know anything about it. The Tennessee Conservative reached out to Chattanooga mayor's office. They said, hey, we don't even know what's going on here. I mean, this is in your city. This is a big, huge building. It's housing migrant children. Who gave the authorization for this? We don't have answers to this yet, but hopefully we can get them. An email was sent to the media contact provided by the Baptiste Group for the Administration for Children and Families. This is a federal outfit, but we did not receive any comments before going to press. We were promised some explanations. We've got zero. The Tennessee Conservative will continue to follow this story as it progresses. If you have any information about this story, please do email news@tennesseeconservativenews.com and go to tennesseeconservativenews.com and subscribe to our e-newsletter, and also click the support button. This is what conservative journalism does. Here is a big, huge operation, probably, that's housing migrant children, we assume, because they will not tell us one way or the other. Everything kind of indicates that. And we can't get this covered in the mainstream press. So it takes people like you. Part of being a citizen journalist and being a conservative citizen journalist is sharing this everywhere. Because if sometimes when the mainstream media will not cover stories that show liberal policies for what they are, we have to take to social media. We have to take to other alternative forms of media to just report things that taxpayers have a right to know. If there is a border crisis, and if children are having to be housed in Chattanooga, Tennessee, hundreds of miles away from the border, maybe 1,000 miles, I don't know. And if they're having to be brought into our city, in our state, and they have to be serviced with our taxpayer dollars, and if they're going to be put into our schools, and if they're going to be put into our health clinics, and if they're going to be put into our criminal justice system, should that ever happen, we need to know about it, and we need to be able to say yes or no to these things happening right in our backyard. So share this story. Hopefully we can get some more questions. I'll be coming to you with the news break a little later. We've been so wrapped up with this breaking news that it was very difficult for me to focus on anything else this morning. So stay tuned, guys. In the comments section, tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you're thinking about this. I'm going to scroll down here and read some of these puppies before I log off. All these folks need to go to California. That's Stewart. Biden is wanting to bring these folks to a red state for a reason. Maybe, maybe not. Mona said, send them all to California and D.C. to live with every registered Democrat. That's not a bad idea. Yes, to make red states into blue states. And Ronnie says they're going to take the country if we can't stop this at the White House. So leave your comments below here. Share this video, guys. This is how it gets out. You got to share it. If you're a Tennessee news subscriber, please do go share that. And also make sure that if you can, go to that support button, TennesseeConservativeNews.com/support. It costs money and time to bring these stories to you that no other liberal media outlet will do. So we need your support. Take care, guys. I'll bring you more updates as we have them. Share this. Thank you so much.